I'm Monster Mike, and this is Bronco Garage. Go.
Swapping out the stock 355 gears to 456 has made a significant improvement in drivability. And without making any other changes, I managed to shave 3 seconds off my 0 to 60 time. Notice how I had to shift into third gear right before I got to 60? Well, there's something going on with the carburetor or ignition that isn't allowing the engine over 4,500 RPMs without cutting out. The Edelbrock 650 CFM carburetor is not working very well on Huck, on or off-road. I may be able to rebuild it and tune it to make it off-road better, but it may be a waste of time and money if it has too many CFMs to begin with and not a great start for this engine. So should I go with a new carb? Well, there are several new and refurbished carb options available. Some great off-road too. I could go back to the trusty, reliable 2100 Motorcraft 2-barrel, but then I'd be lacking top-end power. There is always the Motorcraft 4100, or even the Holley Truck Avenger, or even crazier options which will give me that top-end power, but the theme for this build is build on a budget without cutting corners where it matters. So I happen to have a 630 CFM Carter AFB carburetor on the shelf that may be a good match. I just need to rebuild it and tune it up. At this point, a lot of you are probably thinking, no, don't put another carburetor on Huck. Why go backwards? While others are going, what's a carb? Well, believe it or not, many people either grew up on EFI or they just didn't spend a lot of time around carburetors. So in these cases, the carb just gets tossed in the scrap pile and EFI is installed. Well, let me tell you, carbs are really not that scary or mysterious. And after a little knowledge and some tools, you can keep the old Bronco running great with a carburetor. We could keep the Edelbrock 650 CFM, but the old 630 AFB Carter is sitting in the corner is calling my name. Trustworthy, reliable, and can be made to work decent on and off-road for a Bronco like Huck. I think the carb can also help Huck in 3 major areas: low end lag, which is making takeoff sluggish. It also dies while off-roading, and it needs better overall top end performance. You gotta love TV magic. Out with the old and in with the new. With the wideband air fuel meter made by Innovate, a vacuum gauge, and a timing light, we can quickly and accurately dial in the carburetor on Huck. We bought the Innovate AFR tool from our friends at Summit Racing. Since we are tuning a rebuilt carb that has never been on Huck, we are taking this time to also install a new distributor and coil from our friends at Pertronics Performance Products. Now for the moment of truth. Can Huck do 0 to 60 in 10 seconds or less? Finally, we did it. We finally got Huck to do 0 to 60 in 10 seconds. With the matching of the gears and the ignition system, and of course just tuning it in, it finally got like 8 seconds shaved off. That's crazy. I mean, it's just a totally different Bronco. I think we can all agree that it's time to get back to Windrock Park and see what this Bronco can do off-road. I've got some other ideas that I'm kicking around, and I want to try them next. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys at the next episode.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check us out on social media as well. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.